What's up, guys? It's F.O.M. again, back with our second podcast already. Today we're going to be talking about Stranger Things.
Theories.
Stranger Things in general. We're going to be talking about our favorite episodes, favorite seasons, theories.
Mostly theories, but...
Mostly theories, yeah. The first thing we're going to be talking about today is theories. We're going to go through other people's theories, like my theories and them two theories, and we're going to be looking up other people's theories on Google and stuff like that. So, my first theory is about... I actually read about this one. I saw it on TikTok that it'd be like the worst ending if the show ended in season 5, because we know that season 5 is going to be the last season. If the last episode of season 5 ends, what if it ends and that's the end of their campaign and it goes back to the original 4 boys, Mike, Will, Lucas, and Dustin, as young again, implying that the whole entire show was their D&D campaign.
Well, I thought that season 4 was the last season.
No, season 5 is.
Because I thought it was announced at the beginning that season 4 would be the last season ever. Oh, okay.
No, next season 5 is going to be the last season.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
sad.
I don't think that would be a good ending.
Yeah, but
that would
they
be terrible.
literally just left us on a cliffhanger. Like,
Exactly.
Like the whole thing.
they left him
Like the whole
Will
thing,
touching his neck, just looking up at the sky like he was in season 3.
And Elle wasn't
Like the
even
whole thing?
Elle wasn't even a person.
Yeah.
They never met Max and Billy.
I think that elves.
And Joe Keery and the actor of Eddie Munson
Yes.
saw that theory, and they said and Joe Keery, actor of Steve, said, and what if the characters like Steve and stuff like that, like Steve and the other characters like Billy are and villains are everyday characters they see. The actor of Steve said that, the everyday characters they see, everyday people they see, like the mailman or a fast food drive worker.
Yeah.
I would kind of don't like that theory, because it just implies that none of that actually happened. It was just their game.
Mm-hmm.
And
I kind of lost all respect for Elle on season 4, episode 1, when she just screamed at Billy for no reason. She was like,
"Hey, Angela!"
But she deserved it.
And also,
I also lost all respect for Stranger Things bullies. They were like, "Oh my God, your dad died. Imagine you're so trash."
And her lying to Mike when
friends don't
lie. You are like Papa. And I saw another theory that next season, either Will or Max is going to be used like a puppet. Like Will or Max. Either Will or Max is going to be used like a puppet. Huh. It's how Will in season 2 was being used as a puppet by Mind Flayer. What if Vecna does the same thing to Max?
Yeah.
She wakes up,
I mean, they
but it's
already
actually
kind of
Vecna.
have been puppetized, but how they crumble when they get sucked up into Vecna, because Vecna's doing that to them, so they're basically
puppeteering.
Yeah, but he's just crumbling them to death.
Before if I'm understanding this right, Vecna is actually taking their body parts for himself. Is that
he's
true?
taking their energy.
He's taking their energy, and you know how at the beginning
Vecna
didn't have eyes. He's taking their eyes because he needs them.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Really? Oh, I never knew that. If you've seen, I'm trying to think of it. You guys go on to your theories. I'm trying to think about this one thing.
Okay, so this website says that Eddie might possibly return, which,
Oh, yes, I actually have a theory about that. Him returning.
I don't even know.
So I saw a spoiler. On TikTok.
No spoilers.
Okay, I know, it's not a spoiler. Okay, so I saw this thing on TikTok. It was Eddie Munson, a picture of Eddie Munson, but he looked like white skin and black hair, white skin. I don't know if it was edited or not, but it would be cool to have Eddie come back.
Yeah, it would.
Maybe if Vecna was using him.
As
a henchman,
a distraction,
basically. A henchman, and then at the end of the season they were all losing, and then Eddie finally realized what he was doing, and he was on the side of Vecna and turned to save everyone. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. I'd actually like that. But what about you guys? Your theories?
So
I heard this theory. You know how in season 1, episode 1, Will is riding back? That thing that he sees is more human. That is not a Demogorgon. I think, and a lot of other people agree with me on this.
Yes, I've heard
that is Vecna.
Yeah, I think that too. You can see, like, because you don't see, like, its skin stuff, but you see that one hand, the left hand, is bigger than the right hand, just like Vecna.
Yes, exactly.
And also, when he hides in the shed, Demogorgons can't use telekinesis because the padlock, like, that he slides, opens up from the inside, and Demogorgons can't use telekinesis, but Vecna can.
Vecna can, exactly.
So maybe Vecna was the one that took Will from the start.
In the beginning, I always thought it was 11 doing it, and 11 was actually going to be the bad guy in the end, but then I realized, hey, that's Vecna.
Yeah.
I always thought, when I was watching Season 4 for the first time, at the end when I saw that number 1 turned into Vecna, so I think Vecna has been behind all of the stuff even since Season 1.
Yeah, that would be pretty
intense to, Yeah.
We could probably, name this, talking about,
Stranger Things?
Stranger Things at 3 a.m. Don't do it.
Oh my god! Okay,
we died. We literally are dead.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vecna has been behind all this since Season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Vecna has just been
chilling
the entire time.
Oh, also, I've heard of this other theory that the next monster is gonna be, I don't remember its name, but in Season 1, Episode 1, where they're playing D&D, they fight this one 3-headed dragon.
That's the Demogorgon.
No, it doesn't.
No, he places it down and says the Demogorgon, right?
No, it's like a 3-headed dragon.
Oh, that's a Hydra.
That's
a Hydra.
Yeah, the Hydra. And they haven't fought it yet. And everything throughout the whole show, every time they play D&D, everything.
Yeah.
Every time they play D&D, the monster they fight
is the monster that they name off of.
They fight in real life. Like in Season 3, they barely play it, but when they do, Will pulls out these zombie type things, and the
zombie rats, No,
they're like zombie, like they're zombies.
Yeah.
And there's kind of like zombies in Season 3 of like the people like kind of being zombies walking towards that shed to like come like melt down.
That leads into the theory of Vecna using them as puppets. Because they're all technically the Mind Flayer's puppets, but if Vecna's behind all of this, that means Vecna would also be controlling the Mind Flayer as a puppet too.
Yeah, but I've heard a lot of people saying that Vecna created the Mind Flayer, but that's definitely not true.
I think that Vecna created everything in the Upside Down. Vecna opened the portal.
Yeah, but it was already there. It's been there, but there was just no portal. He went in, and you saw that there was already Demodogs walking on. Like there was a scene that there was a Demodog walking up a rocky hill, and it looked at him.
Yeah.
But then it just kept walking, and then you saw the Mind Flayer.
What I also thought was like very interesting was how they just introduced like a new physic into the show, because it used to be in Season 1 you would have to walk into the Upside Down.
Oh yeah,
but now it was you can fall
fall into it. Yeah,
it's like and fall into it. So
I also
that's interesting now.
Have seen. Wait, I'm trying to think about this. Wait, what was I gonna say? You go.
All right, so I think Max, after Sadie Sink, has a connection to the Upside Down in Vecna now, because we all saw that she had a small death. And
for like a few minutes.
Yeah, and then she got brought into Vecna's thing, and she was making them watch all the stuff that happened, but she survived that.
You know what'd be cool?
And now,
if when Max woke up, if she wakes up, she had like powers.
Yeah,
like she gained powers from like surviving Vecna.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll become like a new 11.
Yeah.
I mean, she is.
She'll,
they'll
have like a Super Smash Bros. Battle to the death of 11 versus
how
Max.
the show left us, she was unconscious at the hospital.
Yeah.
And when 11 tried to help her, but Vecna was unable to kill her. And so
he
I
actually
think
did kill her. Like he killed her.
but
he got to open up the portal.
But she's back.
Yeah.
And I think that he left her mark. And I think she might have a connection to Upside Down now and be like Will, being able to feel the stuff on her neck and feel their clothes.
Will was creepy the whole time.
Also, why I think that she's being controlled by Vecna is because, remember Dr. Brenner using Elle when she was younger to find number 1, how she could not find him, ever.
I feel
And remember when, at the hospital, Elle sits down next to unconscious Max and tries to look for her, like in the black stuff, and she couldn't find her, just like how she could not find number 1. So maybe she's being controlled by number one. Like, number one's inside her. So just
possibly,
like
yeah.
she cannot find number one, she can't find Max.
Yeah.
I feel like, Will's... I know everyone knows this by now, but I just think it was super sad that everyone forgot Will's birthday. And for some reason, I feel like this could make him... I feel like this might be able to make him, like, a psychopath or something, or a killer, or maybe one of the next monster's accomplices, because everyone's always forgetting about him, everyone hates him, which is one of the reasons that a lot of serial killers start, because
the Duffer Brothers the Duffer Brothers did say that was actually a mistake. They forgot about Will's birthday. They did not know that day was his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they did that on
They
purpose.
tweeted out that they did not. They forgot that his birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy how, like, such Stranger Things analysts can be that crazy about it. Like, they'll watch every single season and then connect every single season. Like,
I mean, it's
remember every single day. It's strange.
Yeah, especially because now, yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah. Also about Will's painting. We haven't been talking about that. What do you think it's about? Because in the painting, you see the three-headed dragon that I was talking about with the D&D.
Yeah.
How they pulled it out. Yeah, remember? Yes, remember?
Yeah.
Remember, they pulled it.
They pulled out the character.
Yeah, remember when he opened the painting? That was in there.
Yeah.
And what I've been thinking, I saw this also, another theory.
Yeah.
That maybe since Mike is the quote-unquote heart of the group, he keeps everything together, maybe he sacrifices himself to save the party.
I would not want Mike to, like...
Well, it would also be, like, kind of like a redemption, because a lot of people are saying he's a bad person, a bad friend.
He's not a
bad
bad
friend. I don't think
friend.
he is.
He's not,
he's a teenager.
He kind of redeemed... Like, he was like, oh, Elle, I love you so much. Like, in the beginning, but then he, like, realized what he was doing to Will, so he became a better person.
Like,
I think he's became
He's
selfless.
a good friend, he's a good boyfriend, it's everything, you know?
Remember in season 2, he sacrifices himself for Dustin, so it doesn't have to get his teeth cut?
Yeah.
But then Elle saves him.
No, that was season 1. Beginning,
That's season 1.
End of season 1.
Yeah.
And then
Elle
Elle
saves
saves
him,
him, you know?
selfless to save his friends. He would do
but that
anything
was
to save
only in
his friends.
season 1. He changed a lot.
Since it's season 5, next season, and it's be the last season, I could see them making lots of references from season 1 and past seasons, like him jumping off the cliff to save Dustin and stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if, since we see a new romance between Steve and Nancy, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to sacrifice himself to save Nancy, or sacrifice himself to save Dustin.
I feel like Jonathan and Steve are eventually going to have a fight because, like, Jonathan is gonna catch, like, Steve flirting with Nancy or something.
Or they can just get together.
I also want to see what happens between Robin and Vicky. I want to see what happens there.
Well, at the end of the season, they're, like, talking together,
they're
giggling, laughing. But maybe that's the start of it.
I want to see what will happen with them. Like, I don't know. Like,
Vicky secretly.
Yeah, I want to know what happens. I want to know what's going to happen with them.
Is secretly from the same place I was.
Yeah, I can see she'd be like number like 10.
Nah, I'm joking. Number 10 was a boy.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yes.
He died.
About that, lots of people have been theorizing that Eddie is number 10, which it doesn't make any sense. The only logic behind it is he says his hair was buzzed. Eddie said that, and he quote unquote was not surprised when they told him about 11 and her powers.
That is strange.
That is.
I really don't think
I feel like he's definitely He's somewhere in that lab,
also, people say because how you know they died from person with powers is because their eyes bleeding, but we don't see 10's eyes bleeding. We only see the back of his head and Dr. Brenner cradling him.
Okay.
We don't see him dead, but I really don't believe that theory. I don't think it's
I don't believe that is Eddie, but I believe that he was in that lab at some point.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I
think Eddie's just a kid who just didn't like high school, didn't pass all its classes, and just.
I feel like he might have gotten like his mom was like, "Oh, you have to shave your head" or something, and then he was just.
Because he got like bad grades and
stuff. He was like a paranormal person, so he was like, yeah.
Also, what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was going to say, but... Also, 11's dad.
11's
dad. I
dad.
think I saw. I'm getting all these. I'm getting all these theories from other places, but I saw a theory that number 1 could be 11's dad.
You think? I think he's too young for that.
No, because it's been proved at the time 11 was born. The year he was born, he was 25.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And maybe Dr. Brenner made him and 11's mom breed to have 11, knowing that 11 would be the most powerful.
Oh, and that one has powers, and 11 would have. Okay.
You say
and
breed
also,
like he made it.
I mean, technically he did.
Yeah.
And
He probably just like.
And then so that's why.
He just made them.
And what if?
Or maybe he was like married to 11's mom, and then 11's mom cheated with 1. Cause
what if Dr. Brenner somehow brainwashed? I mean, he did 11's mom to like number 1, and for them to
Well, like she was like crazy in the second season. I want to say.
I mean, because she wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
it was just because of Brenner.
No, she was like, she couldn't talk.
Like she didn't have any
Sunflower.
senses.
Yeah, that's because of Brenner.
Sunflower.
I mean, she had
450.
43 to the left, or
4 to the left, 3 to the right.
Because that was all
450.
Because that was all she knew. Because
that's what the last memory is.
He probably used some like mind
Rainbow
control
Room.
power.
Shocked
Like, he probably.
her. He fried her brain.
Like made her go unconscious, then put headphones on her and just played that for like 3 hours straight
or
into
it's
her
because
head.
the thing she remembered.
No, he fried her brain.
Did
you remember the flashback?
Like the thing, belt in her mouth and like frying her brain with like electric stuff.
Yeah, basically frying her brain. So that
Dr.
could
Brenner,
be
I think that Dr. Brenner, he's a really bad person.
I was actually about to say this. The scene where they see all the Demogorgons like floating in the tanks, they see a tank that looks like the Mind Flayer. It's like a cloud gray type stuff. That might be the Mind Flayer, and that might be what helps Vecna in season 5. But I think, guys, that is going to be the end of today's podcast.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for
listening. All of our channels will be linked in the description. So
you.
If you want to subscribe to this and see more content like this, is great.
We would really
Just do
appreciate it.
Thank you
We're
for watching.
a very small channel, and we would appreciate any support we could get.
Subscribe if you like. You don't have to if you want to. You don't want to. But we do not know what next podcast will be. But we're gonna start thinking about it. And stay tuned for next podcast.
We're going to try to have a regular upload schedule
on the weekends, maybe.
Yeah, or like maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 4 a.m. We're all pretty tired. Good night.
All right, see you guys.
See you guys. Bye.